Man, I feel like it's just been a wild week in sports. The fact Pete Carroll's not with the Seahawks anymore. The fact Bill Belichick is not with the Patriots anymore. The fact Nick Saban's not even going to be in college football anymore. Like, it's crazy. And also, in real time, we're watching the downfall of the Warriors dynasty. And, I know a couple of us NBA fans have been praying for this for quite some time, but it's here and it's happening. And I just want to take some time to look at how it's happened, how it happened so quickly, and where do the Warriors go from here. But first off, hey, I'm Mill. Thanks for tuning in to episode 7 of the Fast Break Mill podcast, The Fall of the Warriors Dynasty. Again, I'm your host, Mill. If this is your first time watching, thank you. If this is your millionth time watching, thank you. But, this episode I'm going to talk about the fall of the Warriors dynasty. Just the decisions the front office made, the chemistry of the team, and just the stupid decisions they made and where they go from here. But, if you haven't already, please go subscribe to the YouTube channel and go follow the TikTok. The link is in the description. And yeah, let's just jump right into the video. 2023. That's when Bob Myers decided to resign as the Warriors GM. And if you don't know who Bob Myers is, he's the wizard that created the Warriors dynasty. And he was the guy that just orchestrated all the moves and all the deals to get the Warriors to where they were today. And I feel like after they lost Bob Myers, it was just a big chunk of the Warriors dynasty. It was literally the first domino to fall of the Warriors dynasty's downfall. And I feel like losing Bob Myers really just put the team in a weird place. They didn't really know what direction they were heading. And I feel like it wasn't the team's fault for him leaving. He left on his own, being the fact that he just couldn't give the job everything he had anymore. But I truly do feel like the fact that he left his position, it put the Warriors in a weird place, and they just haven't been the same since. I feel like the second biggest domino to fall, and I feel like this was the shift that really set the Warriors back. And it was the fact that coming off of their championship run, their magical, surprising championship run, that instead of getting rid of the old and coming in with the youth movement and sticking with the youth movement and continuing to build around Steph Curry while going through this youth movement, they decided to trade Jordan Poole, who was involved with the incident with Draymond. They decided to trade Jordan Poole and re-sign Draymond, and basically declaring to their team that, yeah, forget the youth movement, we're capitalizing on whatever run we have left with our dynasty. Whether it be this year, next year, who knows? We're going to just capitalize on this dynasty run because obviously we can still win the title. Wrong. That was absolutely wrong, because they should have 100% capitalized on their youth movement. They should have been starting guys like Moody and Kuminga. They should have given more time to James Wiseman. I don't know. They should have literally kept on with their youth movement and see where it got them. But instead, they decided to capitalize off of a championship run, and it killed the youth movement, and I feel like it killed chemistry entirely, because it showed that the team cared more about Draymond, Steph, and Clay and their dynasty rather than the team's success as a whole. And if you don't see it, it's clear as day. Honestly, this might be controversial, but I feel like the third domino to fall that really just set the Warriors' downfall in place was the fact that Draymond Green was still on the team after punching one of his teammates in the face. I mean, I know that happened before all of this and they ended up winning a championship right after, but I feel like the fact that he was still on the team, the fact that they got rid of Jordan Poole, they decided to keep Draymond and try and capitalize whatever juice this three-headed beast had left. And it wasn't even a three-headed beast anymore. It was the super beast in Steph Curry and his two lackeys, Draymond and Clay, coming along for the ride. And they felt like because they had won that championship, they could keep it up, but that's not the case. It is not the case. And like I said, Draymond is an important piece to the Warriors dynasty, probably one of the most important pieces. Heck, in 2016, if he doesn't get suspended, they probably have 5 titles, and he probably has a Finals MVP, and he's further cementing his Hall of Fame career. But I just feel like as of recently, the drama he's been in and the fact that he's been just hurting the team because he's not been playing and just the antics he's been doing, it's really set the Warriors' downfall in place. It's really not helping at all. Having that man Steph stressed right now, and it's not looking good for the Warriors. And I feel like the fact that they're so used to their legacy of winning and legacy of success, now that they're going through this downfall period of being in this mediocrity, and the fact that it's obvious this squad needs changes, the fact that the team came out and said everybody's available other than Steph Curry, it's really not looking good for the Warriors right now. They really had a youth movement. They got rid of it. Basically said, we don't care about the youth movement. We're going to capitalize on Steph and them. And it didn't work out because Steph and them were past their prime. Well, not Steph, but Clay and Dre are past their prime. And it's just not working out anymore. So, I would wish the Warriors luck, but again, most NBA fans have been praying for this. It's just ironic that the Warriors' downfall is happening as we're losing iconic figures in the sports world. We're losing an iconic dynasty. And, it's just not looking good. Let me tell you, I hope it gets to the point where a year from now, Steph Curry just slides that trade request through text to the GM and sets the NBA world on fire and, really cements the downfall of the Warriors dynasty. It's really crazy because the Warriors could have done so much, but just losing their GM, trying to capitalize on a legacy that was already on the downfall and throwing away their youth movement. The Warriors are in a very, very, very interesting place, and it's going to be interesting to see where they go from here. But that's the end of the episode. Thank you if you are still watching. And again, if you haven't already, please go follow the TikTok and go subscribe to the Fast Break Mill podcast page. I appreciate everybody that took time to, listen to what I had to say on the downfall of the Warriors dynasty, because it's happening and it doesn't look too good after a 36-point loss to the Pelicans this week. It's not looking too good. So, we'll see where that goes. But, I'll catch you next week, and peace.